Hi there, it's Catrin from 3Ps. Welcome. This video is about how I get up very early in the morning to exercise, and this video is about how you can liberate time early in the morning to do what you want to do. So that could be exercise, that could be extra work, that could be something like writing your novel, meditating, whatever it may be. How do you get yourself out of bed in the morning to give yourself this extra time in your day to achieve what you want to achieve? And I think the point about this video is really, really important, is that if you have a vision to yourself and you know that you want to do certain things and you know the best time to do it is early in the morning, it's really important that you nail down getting up in the morning. So I've always believed that the way that you can achieve changes in habits is to model other people who are already doing it. So I'm a model of someone who does get up very early. So I thought I'd share with you my strategies for how I physically get out of bed. So let's not beat around the bush. It's not easy to get up at 4 in the morning to exercise. I don't always wake up thinking, yes, I really want to hit that treadmill at 4 a.m. But I do it because I have in place strategies that make it easier to do, and I have a broader view as to why I'm doing it. So let's start first of all with the broader view, and then I'll get to the particular strategies that help you to get out of bed. So my broader view is looking at the way that my day is organised. The best time I have when I'm uninterrupted and therefore can get on with what I need to get on with is this early in the morning. This will apply particularly if you have children, but it can also apply if you have a sort of job that, for example, goes late into the evening and you have, you're constantly interrupted during the day. The reality is, if you're willing to get up, that first part of the morning is probably the only part of the day that we all have, which is hours guaranteed without any interruptions. So if you are, you're feeling frustrated that you can't get everything done you want to get done during the day, and you have a vision of something in particular that you want to achieve, slot it in and diarise it for first thing in the morning. I'm not suggesting here that you get up at 4 in the morning to do housework, or 4 in the morning to catch up on your taxes, for example. I'm talking about something that is inspirational to you, that you really want to achieve, but say, I just don't have the time. Use that time early in the morning to do your personal dream, whatever that dream may be. So what could that dream be? As I've referred to the fact that it could be to get up and exercise. It could be because you want to write a novel. What's important in terms of this dream is it's personal to you, and it's a big dream. So it's not simply, I'm going to get up 4 days a week to go to the gym, or I'm going to get up and read a book. It needs to be about something bigger. So if, for example, you want to become, you set a goal for yourself that you want to become more mindful or thankful or calm or de-stressed, then getting up to meditate is part of that bigger vision of who you want to be, and that would be a good goal to have. If you have a novel inside you that you're desperate to get out, then again, that's a great one. J.K. Rowling, the writer, the Harry Potter writer, used to write when her son was asleep, so she found a time where she was uninterrupted, and she'd obviously have to work around other things. She's a great example of someone who achieved her dream despite other things that were getting in the way. She found time to write, and that's what I'm suggesting. If you have a novel, or you want to start writing books, any type of books, fiction or non-fiction, then find some time, and that's most likely to be first thing in the morning. If your goal is a fitness goal, then I've got nothing, I don't have any issue with you wanting to get up at 4 in the morning to train 3 times a week or 4 times a week, but have a bigger idea about this than simply, I'm going to get to the gym very early to 3 or 4 times a week, because your fitness goals will never sustain you if they are simply about the doing day to day. There has to be a broader goal. So it may be that you have health issues, you have high cholesterol, you have high blood pressure. It may be that you feel that you are on the scrawny side and want to build muscle. It may be that you've got, for example, a wedding coming up and that you want to fit into a wedding dress. It may be that you just want to feel better about yourself and have more energy and be healthier, and you've got some, you had a worrying medical, you've got some bad medical stats, and you just know that you need to turn things around. That's the sort of big goal that you can then feed your day-to-day, I will get up at 4 o'clock to train goals into. So those are the sort of the broader macro things that I think you need to think about in terms of why you would get up early. Now let's talk about the particular strategies that I use to get out of bed, because it's one thing to have this big, this big goal, this big vision of what you want to be, but how do you physically get out of the bed in the morning when it's that early, when it's dark, it's cold, the bed is lovely, and you think, I could just have another 5 minutes. How do you get out of bed? So the strategies I'm going to share with you are now predominantly physical strategies about what you do as opposed to what you think and feel. Because to some extent, at that time in the morning, you need to be robotic. You need to ignore how you think or how you feel. Those are not probably going to be helpful, and you want to concentrate on the doing, the physical. So the first thing I would say to you is make sure that your alarm clock is well across the room, so you have to get out of bed to turn it off. Do not leave it within arm's reach. You are tempting yourself to simply switch it off or put the snooze button on. So first thing is put it across the room. Second thing is to put a glass of water next to your alarm clock. If you train yourself to drink that water as soon as you get up, you are much less likely to get back into bed, because the moment you consume something, you switch your body from fasting sleep mode into active consuming mode. So have a glass of water, put that there the night before. Don't leave it to the morning. Don't go searching for a glass of water in the morning. Have it there by your alarm clock so it's ready to drink as soon as you wake up. So those are the first two things I would say. The next thing I would say is go, even if your goal is to do something which is non-physical, so for example to write, to meditate, go and do something physical straight away to get your body woken up. And there are two main strategies that I use. One is what I call diaphragmatic breathing, which is to do a set of almost like panting breaths, which I would do 3 sets of 20, and it changes your mental and your physical state. What it does is wake you up. So what you want to do is you want to be moving your arms and your diaphragm together to bring the air in and air out of your body. Let me just demonstrate how we do it. So basically you're going to be moving your arms up and down, and you're going to be lifting your chest and dropping your chest. And you do literally short, sharp, set of 20, maybe 10-second rest, short, sharp, set of 20, 10-second rest, short, sharp, set of 20, 10-second rest. So literally it's... Now you're pushing, you're bringing the air in and you're pushing it out with your diaphragm. It's a particular type of breathing which will, and I can feel it already, I can feel that my cells starting to tingle. So literally, and you're moving your arms as well, just to pump your body at the same time. So it's this. And you're breathing through your nose, not through your mouth, okay? Try that. I find that a really good way of switching my state really quickly. The other way that you can switch your state is actually to physically move your body. So I have a rebounder at home, which is like a very small trampoline, and I'll often go and rebound on that. Just, put some music on, and just for 3 or 4 minutes, jump up and down. Again, that just gets your body moving, gets everything into wake mode, and then I'll go and do what I need to do. As I said, generally for me, if I'm getting up at 4, it's because I want to train, and I'll use my rebounder as part of my warm-up. But if you're not, even if you're not going to be doing anything physical, some physical movement first thing will really make a big difference in terms of how awake you feel and how ready you are to do whatever you need to do. So those are the sort of the physiological solutions in terms of breathing and moving. The next one I just wanted to mention was the physiological states around your emotions. So if you get out of bed and you're sort of slumped and hunched, you are going to feel tired and depressed and resentful. Why am I still in bed? Okay, it's really important that you start to adopt the physiology which will give you the more positive state of mind that you need to start your day. So in the same way as this, the breathing exercise that I've just done where you're moving your arms is actually starting to put you into a more active, powerful pose. You can use other active, powerful poses to really wake yourself up. So the first thing you obviously do is you sit up, you get your shoulders back and your head up, and you're looking straight ahead. You do not allow yourself to slump. The next thing you need to do is to actually smile, and that may sound bizarre, you may not feel like smiling. The point about smiling is, by activating the smile, you're lifting the sides of your mouth. It actually has direct neural connection to your emotions, and it will actually make you feel more positive. They've done research where they have got people to either stand still with no facial expression, or stand actually just gripping a pencil, and they grip the pencil either between their lips or between their teeth. Now the difference between those two postures is, if the pencil is between your teeth, you are forced to lift the corners of your mouth to hold the pencil. Whereas between your lips, you aren't. Of those 3 groups, the one that felt the most increase in positivity was those who had taken the pencil between their teeth. That is a pseudo smile. So the point I'm making here is that by forcing yourself to smile, you're not trying to force yourself to be happy, but you're trying to trigger the neural connections between facial expression or physiology and emotion, and I'm telling you it works. So again, even if you're not feeling like it, force a smile on, give it a few minutes, maybe do some movements. I've talked about the breathing exercises, do some stretches, just straighten your body out, make yourself ready for the day, you will feel more positive and ready to start your day. So physiology is really, really important. The next thing I want to talk about is, we've talked about exercise, we've talked about posture, is to talk about sound or music. If I'm training very early in the morning, I will usually have music, and I use music for two reasons. First, because it gets me going, so it has an effect on my emotions and my energy levels. And second, because also it is a treat for me. I'm very busy during the day. I don't usually have time to listen to music I enjoy. So one of the treats I give myself when I train early is to listen to music I really enjoy. Now, if music is not your thing, this can apply also to TV. So if if it is training you're doing, then there's no reason why you can't have a TV program going, while you're training. I have a great friend who had a premature baby and was having to feed her baby at night, and it was taking a long time. And she just watched box sets back to back. It was things that she would never normally have the time to watch, but those nights when she would be up, that's what she was doing. So find out what your personal treat is that you could combine with part of your morning get up, because you'll find that again is something to get out of bed for. I enjoy the music I listen to when I train. I always feel better after I train, and part of that is because of the music I listen to. So think about what it is that you would like to do that you can combine. They've done some very interesting research on habit change, and whether habit change, if you combine it with some sort of guilty pleasure, you get a greater amount of habit change, and the answer is yes. So there's nothing wrong, and there's actually positive reasons to put a guilty pleasure, something which you feel guilty about doing normally, put it with something you're trying to change. If you are trying to exercise, watching some trashy TV that you normally would think was a waste of time, but you like watching, something like Say Yes to the Dress, if you're a woman, is a classic example of a guilty pleasure. You might watch that show while you're on the treadmill, for example. Now that's no excuse not to work really hard to do your workout, but it does mean that you can do your workout and actually enjoy it at the same time. Tony Robbins, the great motivational old goals guy, talks about how in his morning ritual he listens to music, and he finds that very positive for him. So think about whether or not music is for you. But all of these things I'm talking about, be it exercise, be it posture, be it doing something that's a guilty pleasure, is all about changing your mental state so it becomes a pleasure to get up. So this is what I use to get up. I got up this morning and trained at 4 in order to be able to leave the house at 5:30 to get to work. And I do that at least a couple of mornings a week. Think about what you can do to create your sort of positive impetus to get out of bed. You will never regret it, because it gives you extra time that otherwise you just sleep away. But it's the time that you may need to achieve the goal that you really want to achieve. Now this channel on my website is all about trying to help you to achieve what you want to achieve. As the strapline on my YouTube channel says, it's you only better. And getting out of bed in the morning to achieve, having some time to do what you really want to do, is a massive step you can make towards getting to where you want to get to. So I really encourage you to try and find the motivation to get out of bed and do something with that time. It's been a pleasure. I know you're busy, so it's really great to have you. If you'd like to subscribe, please press the button below. This channel has loads of videos about motivation, fitness, diet, and resilience. I'm a personal trainer, I'm a coach, I'm a hypnotherapist, so for me it's all about helping you to achieve what you want to achieve in your life. If you have any questions, then do send me, I will put a comment below this video, as well as obviously reviewing it, yes or no, comment below the video, or you can go to our Facebook page, it's facebook.com/3psmedia. I answer all the questions, and if it's a really good question I think that would help the group, I'll do an answer video which I'll put onto YouTube. And we've got a couple of those coming up, some good questions come through. But anything you want to ask me, just please do so, because it's always a pleasure. This is Catrin signing off from 3Ps Media. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.